Hello, Sports Mockery fans. My name is Aldo Soto, and I'm back with some Cubs rumors. And let me tell you, if you were pissed off about the Yu Darvish trade, well, get ready because all these trade rumors with the Marlins and Willson Contreras aren't going to make you any happier. Before we get into those details, make sure to subscribe to us here on YouTube, follow Sports Mockery. Don't miss out on any of our breaking news coverage for the Cubs, White Sox, Bears, Bulls, and Blackhawks, plus gambling content, and check out the website, sportsmockery.com. Again, all the latest news on the Cubs, White Sox, Bears, Bulls, and Blackhawks. Even more gambling content there. You can find the best promotions and contests from all the best websites. Again, that is sportsmockery.com. This video is brought to you today by our good friends at the Wilton Hill Sportsbook in Illinois. Make sure to download the Wilton Hill Sportsbook in Illinois betting app. Again, it has to be the specific one for the state in Illinois. You can use the promo code MOCKERY300 when you sign up. The link is going to be in the description, and you can claim a $300 risk-free bet. You think the Cubs are going to suck? You can make a futures bet and, bet on their win total. Probably bet that under, because it looks like they're kind of rebuilding here. Or who knows, because the NL Central is going to suck. Hey, maybe you think they can still win it despite all of these hideous, horrendous moves that they're maybe going to make. But again, that is the Wilton Hill Sportsbook in Illinois. You can sign up through the link in the description. Use the promo code MOCKERY300, and on your very first bet, you can claim a $300 risk-free bet. Again, that is the promo code MOCKERY300. So, last video I did here for 2020 was on the Willson Contreras trade rumors, right after Yu Darvish was traded to the San Diego Padres. Bob Nightingale put it out there. The next guy on the trading block for the Cubs is two-time All-Star Willson Contreras, still 28 years old, still under contract for 2 more years, through arbitration before he becomes a free agent. But now he's the next guy on the trade block. During the first few weeks here in January, we've seen a whole bunch of teams connected to Contreras. And the latest ones that, we've been hearing some rumblings about have been the Miami Marlins, who've popped up in those trade rumors for Contreras. And, the guy leading the reporting here is Craig Mish out of Miami, plugged into the Marlins scene, obviously. And he's been driving these reports this past week. And let me tell you guys, it is not great. I've been under the impression that if the Cubs are going to be, rebuilding or a mini rebuild, the reset, whatever, retool, whatever phrase you want to use, that, all right, if you're going to do it, might as well go and get as much highly valued, prospect capital you can get. Get as much value as you can get for these guys, and if that means you're going to trade Willson Contreras, all right, just do a good deal, though. Unfortunately, though, we're kind of hearing the same things that we ultimately saw at the end of the Yu Darvish trade, and that was the Cubs getting, guys who are in their teens, who guys are not going to be ready for 4 or 5 years. I know that Jed Hoyer, he said in the press conference after the Darvish trade that, the guys that they're bringing in, their timetables don't necessarily line up with the Cubs' timetable of, going all in again. I mean, they're, actually trying to make some huge moves to, get better on the field in terms of the MLB roster. But, if you're trading Contreras, one of your best players, left on your roster here, you'd expect to get, a guy who's maybe going to be ready in 2022, or, a guy who can come in and, contribute as soon as 2021 if you're actually trying to compete. Again, are they trying to compete? They keep telling us that they are, but these moves aren't really indicating that that's the actual plan here. And Craig Mish, the concerning part is, he's been reporting this past week, it's not serious, it's not like that one day when the Cubs made the trade with Darvish, just like happened in a split second. We saw like the rumors, and then bam, like over a course of 10 hours, the trade just happened. So he did frame it as they've been in talks, but it's nothing serious at this point. But there's some back and forth between fans on Twitter. You're like, oh, what could the return be for the Cubs? I've been under the impression that you can definitely get at least one top 100 prospect for Contreras. The Marlins have, take away Sixto Sanchez. He's their top ranked prospect. He's not going to get traded. He's already in the rotation. But, they have like 5 other guys in the top 100, in their top 100 prospects for MLB Pipeline. You should be able to get one of those guys, right? At least one of those guys, and, a lot more behind that for a package for Contreras. But then Craig Mish, he replies to this back and forth from fans, and he's like, if this trade does go through, the names that I'm hearing aren't anywhere close to right now. He's their second ranked prospect, JJ Bidet. Damn it, JJ Bidet. Forgot the name, but I'll put it in right here. They're not going to get anything close to him. And he's like, the names that I'm hearing, they're not even going to be in the top 10 for the Marlins prospects. And again, what did we see? What did we see in the Yu Darvish trade with the Padres? The Cubs didn't get any of their top 10 prospects either. Oh man, just what the hell are the Cubs doing here? Like, what's the plan here? Are they just going to Are they going to punt not only 2021 but 2022? Are they just going to get like another batch of teenagers, high risk guys? And again, this is anything against those guys. Those guys can turn out to be great. They can turn out to be fantastic. But the problem is the timelines. Like, they're not going to be ready for 4 to 5 years. So what are the Cubs going to be doing in that meantime? Or what's the plan here? Just there's nothing clear right now. It's just pretty damn annoying. I'm going to add in a clip here of Craig Mish went on the MLB Network on Wednesday, and he was asked about it. So what do you think about this Contreras news? And he talks about again, how from what he's hearing, the Cubs, the names that they're being thrown around are guys who are farther away. It is kind of again we get to that whole thing, like what exactly does he know? Because then he says they can be guys who are 2 to 3 years away, or guys can be 4 to 5 years away. Then he talks about the Cubs, looking for prospects or looking for the draft picks that were taken from 2019 and 2020. But if you look at those prospects, I mean, those guys are like 21, 22, 23 years old. It's not like they're young. It's like, I mean, they're like pretty close to getting to the major leagues. So like that really kind of doesn't match with the whole, they're 4 to 5 years away. So, everything's swirling around. I hate it. Here's Craig Mish on the Contreras Rumors.
Do you think this is possible or not?
I think there's a chance. I wouldn't say that it has serious traction at the moment, but the interesting part that I can tell you, Chris, from the Cubs' perspective, it looks like they are trying to go really young. And I'm not talking about players that are playing in the big leagues right now. Cubs are very interested, just like in the Darvish trade, in acquiring draft picks from the 2019 and 2020. I think there's a strong chance that we're looking at 4 or 5 years of players down the line, maybe 2 or 3 years. So that's just something to keep an eye on when the Cubs make these trades for the future. I don't know about bringing players back that are going to play right now. I think this is players down the road, at least from some of the things that I'm hearing.
So you've heard me babble about this. Leave your comments below. What do you think the Cubs can get from the Marlins? Are you going to get pissed off again if they get just another batch of teenagers? What are your thoughts on the overall direction the Cubs are heading right now? It doesn't look great right now. Again, the NL Central is going to be terrible in 2021, so they can make these moves and probably still stay competitive. But like, what's even the point? Like, what are they doing beyond this? Are they going to spend next offseason? Who the hell knows at this point? I'm getting kind of annoyed here, but again, make sure to subscribe to us here on YouTube. Don't miss out on any of our breaking news coverage. And again, if you want to claim a $300 risk-free bet, click on the link in the description for the William Hill Sportsbook in Illinois, and you can claim a $300 bet, risk-free bet, with the promo code Mockery300. My name is Aldo Soto, and until next time, have a good one.